legend, Reuben Foster. Everybody's been asking for you, Reuben. We finally got you on here. I'm glad to have you on here. Hope everything is well, brother. What's going on?
It is, bro. Christian, what's up, man? I'm just smooth, man, holding the foot in the road,
Reuben, we
bro.
got you.
Yo, y'all can hear me? Yo, hello?
There we go.
There he is. Reuben, what's up, brother?
What's up with you, Mill? What's up with you, bro? Shit, I ain't doing nothing, bro.
Man.
Just holding this shit in the road.
That's right. Man,
Yeah,
I see you.
know
I see you
what's
still
going on.
down in are you still in Miami training? Is that where you train at?
Yeah, I'm still in Miami. Shit, I need to get out of here, man. This damn hurricane scared me. You know, I ain't used to that shit.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. You got to be careful with that weather, man. But you look good. I see all those training videos. I mean, and speaking of that, you're coming off an impressive season last year. You ended up signing with the Pittsburgh Maulers in the USFL. Had a big year. I loved watching you play, man. It felt good to see you back out there knocking heads around. I think you had like 52 tackles or so, interceptions and sacks. So how'd that feel just getting back on the football field, man?
Man, it felt great, bro. It's been a long journey, bro. And you know, I'm always grateful and thankful because, you know, God put me in the position I am in. And just to be able to get off, you know, come back from the injury that I had, you know, ACL, post-lateral corner, hamstring, and I got nerve problems. You know, I'm paralyzed damn near from my left leg, you know. So that's a blessing that God got me up and running. And the doctor said I wasn't going to be able to play again. So, hey, I proved them wrong, and I kept faith, and it just felt good just being back in that 10 as well.
Reuben, man, I just love hearing your voice, man. I could hear the intensity, right? When I was coming down with Christian when he was there, being his father and watching, I was a linebacker, played beside the greatest linebacker, Lawrence Taylor of all time. And watching you always reminded me of a throwback, right? I mean, I go back to inside linebackers, to Sam Mills. I mean, dudes that would just blow you up, just sideline to sideline. Yes, and I feel like it's lost, right? I feel like the intensity, you, Ryan Anderson, your boys brought smoke, leadership, an attitude. You know, what do you see when you look at Bama's defense over the years defensively? Because I know what you guys brought, juice. Me personally, I haven't seen a lot of that. What do you see?
I see the potential is there, and the guys who's there is there for a reason. Who's starting for a reason. They just have to build on the trust that they have for each other, and just, you know, form their own land. And like Coach Saban said. And one thing about us, it was like we believed in that. We bought into the system. We bought into everything that we was getting taught. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't. But you got to understand the NIL deals and stuff. Everybody getting, you know, money now. You know, so it's just a lot of things that come come from the mind, for the mind. And you know, the focus is really not there, I feel. Which, you know, Coach Saban is doing his part because Coach Saban still got the program he got, you know what I'm saying, the legendary program. You get what I'm saying? So it's not saving. It's just the camaraderie of guys. And, you know, when you have that money, you know, tend to change people, you know. So it's no, for real. And just think about that at the early age, you know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I came from the hood, man, and I got that money, man. I went crazy, so I ain't tripping on it. So I just know money changed people, and at a younger age, at college, bro, and that's crazy. You know, we had to fight for our money. We had to, you know, hustle for our money. You know, so it's just different. And I feel like the guys from the Bama standard need to focus in on they play. Yes. Do your NIL deal, try to get this money, try to get your fans or whatever, but they got to realize the fans and NIL deals going to come from your play on football. You get what I'm saying? So with me and my guys, facts. So like me and my guys talk about it all the time. Hey man, Rube, bro, you would have got a big ass deal on the NIL deal when we did it back then. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, Ryan Anderson, you know, Duran Payne, you know, T. Mill, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother, shit, Xavier, like everybody, bro, Hurts, all them people, everybody who came out of Bama would have got a great NIL deal because of their play and the actions that they put on the field and off the field. Because, you know, the program of Alabama is the program of University of Alabama. It never changed. It's just what type of pressure can you handle? What type of pressure are you built for? You know, like, Coach Saban got us right. You know what I'm saying? C. Mill can tell you. And we take pride and get C. Mill together. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for the next upcoming season, because we can't let these guys see us down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, no, I mean, and that's exactly what I try to tell people is, like, when we talk about the standard, it's something it's inherited, right? Like, you got there, you had people that walked you through it. They showed you the ropes. Same thing. Like, when I got there, I had Denzel DeVaul, Xavier Dixon, those guys. Hell, even you.
DJ.
And, you know, it was just something that was understood. So let me ask you this. So in my room, when I got there, I had, you know, Xavier Dixon, Denzel DeVaul, those guys. You know, they took me under their wing. You know, they set the tone. I knew what to expect from those guys. When you got here, who were those guys to you that kind of, you know, really took you under and they set the tone and they basically broke down the Bama standard for you? Like, was it a CJ Mosley or a Trey DePriest? I know you and Trey were close.
Trey,
who was it for you that really got you right?
I'm sorry. It was Trey DePriest, CJ Mosley, and, you know, Reggie Ragland. Like, I see those guys, even Sean Dion, because of his IQ on football. You know, like, I was there before Sean Dion. My sophomore year, I was on special team. And he was, you know, he just came in as a true freshman. And he really showed out by his football IQ. Yes, I was hitting, smashing on everything, but it just, knowing football and stuff, he know it. I play football. But everybody, even from me being back into high school, just the Bama standards, I just saw these great guys in the national championship winning plus, you know, undefeated games, you know, Upshaw, Rolando, you know, Dante Hightower, you know, Bart, you know what I'm saying, you know, Mark Ingram, you know, Trent Richardson, you know, like, all these great guys that I just can go on and on and on and on and on and on and say, like, you know, when I visit the Alabama Crimson Tide or I visit any other school, it's those guys who you look at and be like, okay, who do I want to mimic? What program do I want to be by? Shit, it was C.J. Mosley, Rolando McClain, and all these guys, Mark B, you know, saying, like, everybody who was really out there going crazy and balling. And you know, like, I just come in there and Reggie Ragland coming and doing some crazy stuff, catching picks over the lineman and all, you know, over the lineman, doing some crazy shit. Like he do acrobat for a living. So just I just feel like I needed to do that. So, like, it's pick out who you want to be or become and make sure they are a great person, of course. But that's how I took it. So I got a little bit of all of them. So I stole everything from them. Not steal, but they gameplay, they style, or whatever.
Yeah, they put you on game.
Yeah, put me on game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, put me on game.
That's right.
Yeah,
let me ask you this, Reuben. You name all those great people, right? And so with that comes, you got to wait your turn. I know I definitely had to wait my turn. I know you mentioned you played special teams. You were a special teams demon. You made a name for yourself, but at the end of the day, you still had to wait your turn. A lot of guys nowadays don't have that type of patience. So what was it for you that really kept you focused and locked in, knowing, look, I'm one of the best linebackers in the country, but I still have to wait my turn here at a program like Alabama?
Shoot, to be honest, bro, it was my daughter and my family, to be honest, and like myself or where I came from, and you know, and I just really thought about that, and I wasn't gonna give up no matter what situation I was in, even if I wanted to start or if I wanted to wait. But most definitely, if you wait, something big is up at the end. And I waited my time, and I didn't have bad blood towards those people who was in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want the best for my brother in front of me and behind me. So that would make the team so good, and everybody felt like that on the team. Like, it wasn't no hating, it wasn't no nothing. It was like, I want great for you. I want good for you, bro. I want, if it's not even me, I want it to be you. Literally, in those words and in those actions as well. But it just that what kept me going, and that what kept pushing. And you know, my daughter, she was an amazing impact in my life of, you know, just thinking about my why. And I just really stuck to that regimen, bro, and not even try to veer off. Yes, I had my fun. I'm in college. I'm young, but at the end of the day, it was football. You know, It was football. It's just like, if I was an engineer and I want to do this and do that big time, it was gonna be that. You know, but it was football, and I worked on my craft, and I never judged and never wanted bad or somebody to get hurt, but like, I want him to get hurt if I can get in. No, I want great for him. I'm watching. I'm going to be there. That's my thought process.
Reuben Foster, one of the greatest inside linebackers at Alabama to play, first round pick in the National Football League. Man, you said something that I've been preaching and about NIL and money, which you said, hey, I'm from the hood. You know, I can echo that, you know, growing up, 11 of us and small home, and, you know, having to fight, scrap, do what you got to do, right? And you know, I get that. And that's my issue, again, watching this team today, because, and not just Alabama, let's be honest, it's all across the country. I feel like losing doesn't matter to these kids anymore, because it's about how many likes I got, how many people looking at me, what my NIL worth is. And that's what we all want them to do, is get paid, right? But that wasn't the way it was designed. It was designed to go to your school, like you said, earn your stripes, ball your tail off, where people want to do some type of marketing with you because what you're doing on the field. Unfortunately, we're using it for recruiting and everything else now. But that being said, understanding, you know, I got to fight from the bottom to the top, you know, how do we get that change? How do you feel like that needs to change? Because when I get it, I was poor, I became a millionaire in New York, and I went foolish too with money. You hear my testimony from you know, girls, women, alcohol, party, lifestyle, you name it, you know. But it does. How do schools help players with this type of situation and keep them hungry and keep them thirsty?
To be honest, it's a mentor, or I feel like somebody who can, you know, come by, talk day to day or whatever. I feel like if they hear from somebody that really, you know, like, shit, somebody who ain't scared to just tell them what it is, you know, in the manner of what they used to from back home, being poor, whatever, and whatever you come from, because, you know, you're a product of your environment, you know. So it's just, you know, those type of people, just tell them to tell them straight, because all my people would tell me, hey, bro, like, you in a good place, you know, like, you don't be doing nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my people would tell me that, but it's just, you know, you got the ones that don't, you know what I'm saying, who's just in it for the money or whatever. That's when you lose focus, because they don't have your best interest. And, like, you know, people got to tell these kids these things because they don't see it, you know, and you got to have these things available to these kids because they don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Kids want to be kids, man. Teenagers want to be teenagers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to put something in place, because, you know, we are kids and teenagers. You know what I'm saying? We grown and we in college, but at the end of the day, we make dumb, decisions.
Yeah.
So but it's not. I wouldn't say dumb decisions, but it's just not. It's you not even.
You're being young.
You have so much. You have so much thrown at you, like too much thrown at you, and especially if you at a program like Alabama, like there's a lot going to be thrown at you. Like you have all these great schools like Clemson and all that as well, that all around this area, like you're gonna have your program, who's your program, and just know how to handle it. Like you got to know how to handle it. Like don't handle it. Don't handle it as a stuck up. MF. You know what I'm saying? Just know how be your. You know what I'm saying? Like be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself and continue to do what you need to do. If you putting that work on that field and you got all this attention and you got this, if you are that, yes, don't let it get to you. Yes, don't whatever voodoo. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I think nowadays, man, kids have a hard time being receptive and receiving that. Like, I don't know if you remember, I'm sure you do remember this, but it was probably a year after you left. It was I think 2017. I can't remember what we were doing. We were doing something. We were having some type of, I don't know, maybe we just weren't practicing right, but you came back to the facility and you came in the meeting room, and this is when you were in the league. You came to our meeting room and you called all of us out. Individually, you pointed at us. You said, this ain't right. This ain't right. And you got on to us as a former player because, number one, that's how much it meant to you. Number two, you weren't scared to call people out. You never were. You know what I mean? But that's what made us great. We had that type of accountability. But on the flip side, you would receive it too, because if you weren't doing something right, you weren't mad if somebody got on you. That was the dynamic that made us so great. It didn't matter if you were a starter, you were a young guy. Yeah. Anybody could be a leader. Coach Cochran really emphasized that. Oh yeah, walk on to lead. And that's what made us really good, really great. And so I think that's a little bit of what we're lacking. And I know we've had you for a while, man. So I don't want to keep you too long. But before you go, I just got to ask you, because I know all the listeners want to hear. Is there any moment? You had a lot of great moments. Obviously, Bucks Award winner, you won national championship, and you've done everything somebody could dream of while being here at Alabama. Any moment that sticks out to you in your career here at Alabama that you think you would say would be your favorite moment, whether it was blowing Leonard Fournette up or, you had countless hits, all type of stuff. What's your favorite moment playing here at Alabama?
My favorite moment was it wasn't even playing, because every day I cherish playing with y'all boys, man. It was a blast. I missed every second of it. It was amazing. Every day was great, boy. It wasn't a dull moment, unless you know what I'm saying. You gotta get in there. You know what I'm saying? But
that's right.
It was at the banquet, bro. We was at the banquet, and I was just so anxious about not receiving the Bupkis Award, because I was always second guessing myself, and I always got y'all guys, giving me, feedback on how I'm doing and all that. And I appreciate everything, because I always second guess myself. Just getting that award, and I didn't know what to say, but it was just a special moment to me, and it was crazy, and everybody was happy, bro. Everybody was happy. That was a special, special moment to me.
Oh yeah, no, man, and you earned that. I'll tell you that much, man. And I appreciate all the work you did for us as a teammate, man. You always be a brother of mine, and I remember it was yesterday, whether we were on the back steps having cookouts at Bryant, or just watching you, do your thing on the field, man, and being a leader, man. I knew one thing: I could always count on 10, boy. I could.
Yes,
I felt comfortable as long as 10 was on that field. I felt comfortable, and that's what we need, people that are accountable like that. Because again, anytime I knew if I got on the field with you, John, all them guys, man, I had a standard to live up to. Yeah, so I had no choice, but So, but
you did it for me. You did it for me too, though, bro.
I appreciate it. I tried, man. I still was a little young buck learning, but I definitely tried. Whether it was that little Kentucky game, I had to come fill in with Tim, and man, we had some good times for sure, bro. But man, I appreciate you coming on here. Before we let you go, man, anything you want to plug, or any shows or anything big you got planned, or what's next for you, Reuben?
I'm just keeping faith day by day, bro, and working out, hoping I get a call.
No doubt.
And so I'm just, letting God carry me where He need to carry me. So, hey, that's ain't too much I can do. But I might go back to, school. I really don't know. Probably just, do something where I got on my bachelor degree. I really don't know, bro. So, movie, fucking, music, I really don't know. I just want to play football and get a call before I even want to hang these cleats up, and, I got a lot of things that I want to do. But right now,
no doubt. Well,
football.
I tell you, you did your thing in the USFL. I watched you, brother. I don't know why nobody haven't picked up that phone, but I know the one that can just nudge, the people through prayer. Prayer will nudge somebody to think about Ferrari, Reuben Foster, to come in there and to play that middle linebacker position. So keep the faith, man. Keep pressing that word. Keep staying in prayer. God has plans for you. Whatever it is, it will be the best plan. So that's what we trust for you, brother. But we thank you so much for coming on our program.
No, thank y'all for having me, man. Thank you, CML, bro.